So our Ankura Yatra, basically concept of Ankura Yatra is to identify such rural entrepreneurs. There are so many people who are actually struggling in the rural areas. They have a lot of ideas, they have a lot of products, but they can't go to cities like Bombay, Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad and all that for various reasons. That's the reason why first time in the world ISF has taken all our investors, all our CXO leaders. They will be traveling along with the rural entrepreneurs like him in the same buses, and we will go to different places, Tier 2, Tier 3 and Tier 4 towns also. And first pilot is going to be in Andhra Pradesh state, starting from October 1st, 2nd. Honorable Chief Minister Chandra Babu is going to flag off all the buses on Gandhi Jayanti. Why we chosen Gandhi Jayanti is Mahatma Gandhi always believed in Gram Swaraj. Fundamentally, he wanted to enrich the rural economies. That's what meant his concept, Khadi, Gramojaya, all those things which he wanted to build that kind of ecosystem. Unfortunately, other leaders could not take that concept forward. That's the reason why today we are seeing a lot of issues in the rural areas. Unless we upgrade them, unless we create economic activities in the rural area, there are so many entrepreneurs like him, they are all struggling in the rural area. We have to give them the market access, give them the lift, see that they create jobs, they create wealth in the rural areas. That's what Ankura Yatra is trying to do. In fact, Madam Priyaji was telling that I come from Bhadrachalam and Khammam, and there are a lot of startups we can promote in my town in Khammam district. Madam, that is the concept. People who belong to the respective areas, they have to own up. They have to go to those places, identify who are those entrepreneurs in that area. In fact, I'll tell you, when we had a startup boot camp on a boat, and we converted the boot camp to boat camp in Bhadrachalam, and we hired two the cruise So in that boats, we had people coming from almost 5-6 countries, 20 countries. See my knowledge of work. So 20 country people, CXOs, investors, they were all there in Bhadrachalam. They got onto the boat, and the local startups, they are also there. And fortunately, unfortunately, no cell phones worked while these boats were traveling on the river Godavari. So that time, the investors had to listen to the pitches of those startups, and many startups who presented, they have got funding. So that same thing we are, instead of going in the boats, we want to take these entrepreneurs, CXO leaders in the buses to the respective villages and towns, and during the journey, these startups will be making their pitches, and people like the investors who are there in the previous session, they will be more than happy to listen their pitches and also mentor them and see that how they can be supported. So this is the first pilot we are doing it in Andhra Pradesh. Second pilot will be done for the state of Telangana in the month of December. A lot of people from Telangana state who are there in Washington DC and various places in the United States and also Europe, they are all planning to come in the month of December. Similarly, whatever we are doing in the Andhra Pradesh state, same thing we will be doing it for the Telangana state in the month of December. Next year, we got an invitation from Gujarat government that they wanted our ISF conference, ISF 25, will be next year will be in Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and we will also be doing Ankura Yatra for Gujarat state. So that's how we are going to moving from one state to the other state. See that the awareness and bringing everybody. We believe Honorable Prime Minister always talks about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Not only the startups in India, but startups elsewhere also. In fact, when we were there in New Jersey, there are about 10 startups from America. They pitched for us. They wanted us, ISF angels, to fund them. Some of them we are getting the funding, we are also getting the market access. And same thing is going to happen when we go to Australia or London. Those startups we are helping. And when we go there, we also take our startups from Hyderabad, and Indian startups will go to US or London or Jamaica, wherever it is required, so that they can have access to those markets. See, market access is the most important. That's where ISF is very strong at. We got very good connect all over the globe, and our mentors are all more than 350 global mentors Every week, every Saturday, 8:30 to 9:30, they participate in that one company. They give a presentation, and whatever the funding required, they're able to announce the funding on the spot, and also they are providing the market access. So that is the USP of our ISF so far what we have been doing. And before I close, we are also thinking about today's main problem for startups. When I interacted with some startups in IIT Hyderabad, some startups funded by our Success Innovation Fund and all that, they are all facing big shortage of manpower. I asked one of the startup companies from IIT Madras, since I come from IIT Madras, when I interacted with them, they said, sir, there is a huge shortage for us. I asked why you are in the ecosystem of IIT Madras and why you should have all the premium creamy layer available in IIT Madras. No, sir, to get them, they are asking 40 lakh salary or 1 crore salary. We don't have that kind of money. We ourselves are not taking the salary. How can I give salary to such people? So whereas we can't take the people from other engineering colleges because they are not suitable. They have to work in innovative areas and all that. So that's becoming a big problem for many good startups. So thinking that how ISF can solve, we are already incubating an idea. Why don't we create ISB kind of institution for the startup school, entrepreneur school of entrepreneurs, and we will take all the engineering college students, third year, fourth year, all the displaced or laid off employees from startup services companies. We will put them a 6 months or 1 year program at Sri City. Why Sri City? Because there are 250 manufacturers are there, manufacturing companies from Japan, Korea, Taiwan, all those manufacturing companies are there in Sri City, so that they get exposure to what's happening in the manufacturing, what's happening in various domains of the industry, so that these people who are going to this institution like ISB, they will not get any theoretical classes like other engineering colleges and all that. We give them the problem, and while solving the problem, they have to learn everything. And we are going to create several verticals. One vertical will be healthcare, another vertical could be media tech, another vertical could be agri-tech. For example, morning only I was talking to Dr. Chowdary garu. He immediately agreed, yes, our focus is on the healthcare. We will be more than happy to own that vertical, and thank you, Dr. Garu, because he has got a lot of use cases to be given to those people who are coming to that school. And when solving that problem, they will not only get the prompt engineering, how to use the AI tools, and how the domain works in healthcare and all that this thing. Once they come out of that, they will not only get very good jobs in the startup ecosystem, plus some of them may become startup entrepreneurs. Similarly, when I was talking to ITC Agro CEO, Mr. Shivkumar, he said, yes, ITC Agro will pick up agri-tech as well as the food technology, and we will support that track. And Prasad Bonga, who was there, one of the VCs, he said, we will take the media tech. So like that, we are going to give the ownership to different people, because we cannot do everything by ourselves. Similarly, if Vicky Flow wants to take one vertical for whatever the vertical madam you choose, we leave it to you, and you own. You bring all the women entrepreneurs to that, would-be entrepreneurs, or the employees who are going to be used in your startup companies, because that is a big shortage at this point of time. So like that, ISF is trying to identify. Once we identified early stage funding is an issue, we started ISF engines. Once we identified manpower is an issue, now we are setting up ISB kind of institution for a startup school in Sri City. Once we identified market access, we now got connected globally, and all the CXOs and global CXOs, they are all coming to our conferences, to September conference. All the startups can, for example, the startup from Hyderabad, he can't go to Silicon Valley or New Jersey to meet those CXOs there. It's very costly. When they come to Hyderabad, obviously they can go and meet them and tell them, okay, this is my product, can you support, can you give us the market access. This is what the ISF is doing, and we want to specialize in these three activities, see that we not only create a Sunicon and Unicorn and Decacons, create more job opportunities for our youngsters, and also wealth creation also happens, not only in the cities like Hyderabad, but everywhere, every town, every village, we should create such entrepreneurs and create that economic activity. Then nobody can stop India's progress. India will definitely become number one and putting even Silicon Valley. Thank you so much.